The station was quiet that night. Marcus Hale liked the silence. His small repair station floated near the edge of a forgotten trade route. Few ships came here. Fewer people stayed. That was how he preferred it. He was once a soldier. Now he fixed engines and life support systems. No politics. No wars. Just machines. But that night, the silence broke. A loud knock hit his metal door. Not a normal knock. It was fast. Desperate. Almost shaking. Marcus frowned. No one visited at this hour. The knock came again. Harder. He moved slowly toward the door. His hand rested near the old pulse pistol on the wall. He did not trust surprises. He opened the outer camera. What he saw made him freeze. A tall alien woman stood outside. Her skin was pale blue, almost glowing under the station lights. Her long, dark cloak was torn. One side of her face had dried blood. She was breathing fast. In her arms, she held a small child. The child was not moving. Marcus opened the door slightly, but kept the chain lock on. The alien woman stepped closer. Her eyes were wide, filled with fear. Her voice trembled. "I will do anything," she said. "Anything at all, if you help my son." Marcus looked at the child carefully. The boy's skin flickered between bright and dull, like a weak light bulb. Strange lines glowed under his skin. His breathing was uneven. Marcus had seen many injured beings before. This was not normal sickness. "This is a repair station," Marcus said calmly. "Not a hospital." The alien mother stepped forward again. Her voice broke. "No one else will help him, please." Marcus noticed something else. In the sky behind her, small red lights moved slowly in the dark. Patrol ships. Someone was searching. He unlocked the chain and opened the door wider. "Get inside." She rushed in. Marcus sealed the door and turned off the outer lights. He led her into the small medical corner of his station. It was basic. Just emergency tools. Nothing advanced. He placed the boy on the table, up close. Marcus saw how bad it was. The glowing lines under the boy's skin were fading. His body temperature was dropping. His pulse was weak. What happened? Marcus asked. The alien mother stood close, holding her hands tight together. "He is sick," she said. "His core energy is failing." Marcus scanned the child with a handheld device. The readings confused him. The boy's body had two different biological patterns. Marcus looked up slowly. "He is mixed," Marcus said quietly. The mother did not answer. She looked at the floor. Outside, a distant engine sound echoed through space. The patrol ships were closer now. Marcus looked back at the boy. "How long?" he asked. "Maybe 1 day. Maybe less." Marcus walked to the window and closed the metal shield. "You are being hunted," he said. The mother nodded. "They believe he should not exist." Silence filled the room. Marcus understood more than she said. Mixed blood. War between species. Politics. Fear. Children. Always paid the price. The boy suddenly gasped. His small hand twitched. The glowing lines under his skin flashed bright, then dim again. Marcus moved quickly. He adjusted the temperature controls. He connected stabilizing wires to the child's chest. The readings were unstable. "This condition," Marcus said, focused. "It is rejecting something." The mother stepped closer. "He has both our blood," she said softly. "But his body fights itself." Marcus stared at the monitor. The second biological pattern. It looked human. His jaw tightened. "Who is the father?" Marcus asked. The mother hesitated. "A human." The words hung heavy in the air. Outside, a loud boom shook the station lightly. One of the patrol ships had entered scanning range. Marcus walked to his weapons locker. He did not open it. Yet, he looked at the alien mother. "You said you would do anything." She met his eyes. "Yes. Why come here?" She swallowed. "Because humans protect their children." Marcus did not answer. He remembered. Earth. Long ago. Fires. Loss. A child he once failed to save. He looked at the small alien. Boy on the table. Weak. Alone. Hunted. The monitor beeped sharply. The boy's heart rate dropped. Marcus moved fast. He injected a stabilizer. Adjusted the energy field, slowly. The numbers steadied. Not safe, but alive. Marcus let out a slow breath. The mother's knees gave out. She almost fell but caught herself on the table. Tears ran silently down her face. The station lights flickered. The patrol ships were scanning hard. Now Marcus walked toward the control panel. They will find you here, he said. She nodded. If they take him, they will end him. Marcus looked at the boy again. Mixed blood, half human. That explained why the readings felt familiar. Another loud vibration hit the station. They were close. Marcus turned to the alien mother. You understand, he said slowly. If I help him, this becomes my fight. She nodded again. I have nothing left to offer but my life. Marcus shook his head. I don't want your life. He walked back to the medical table and checked the child once more. Then he looked at the sealed door. Then at the approaching red lights on the screen. Finally, he made his choice. He powered down all external signals. He activated defense mode. And he said quietly, no one takes a child from my station. Outside, the patrol ships began to lock onto the station. Inside, a human stood between war and one small alien boy. The station lights dimmed. Marcus shut down every external signal. No broadcasts. No traffic pings. Nothing. Outside, 3 patrol ships circled slowly like silent hunters. Inside, the alien boy's breathing became weaker. Marcus adjusted the stabilizer again. The monitor showed unstable energy waves moving through the child's body. The problem was clear now. The boy's 2 blood systems were fighting each other. His alien core created energy. His human cells absorbed energy differently. Instead of working together, they were clashing. Marcus turned to the alien mother. What is his name? She hesitated. Kale. Marcus nodded. Kale is not sick, he said. He is overloaded. The mother looked confused. He carries 2 power systems, Marcus explained. But no one taught his body how to balance them. Kale's small hand moved slightly. For a second, the glowing lines under his skin flashed bright blue. The station lights flickered. Energy spike. Marcus stared at the monitor. That's not normal, he whispered. Outside, a voice transmission suddenly cut through the silence. A deep alien voice echoed through the station walls. Unregistered station. You are harboring forbidden property. Surrender the hybrid child immediately. The mother froze. Marcus did not answer. The voice continued. The child carries unstable blood. He is a threat to both species. By order of the council, he must be removed. Marcus muted the transmission. Property? He said quietly. The mother looked ashamed. In our law, she said softly, mixed blood is considered a mistake. Marcus felt anger rise in his chest. Kale gasped again. The energy readings spiked violently. Marcus grabbed the metal rod from the table. It vibrated as Kale's body released a sudden pulse. The pulse moved through the room. A tool across the wall exploded into sparks. The mother stepped back in shock. Marcus stared at the boy. He is not dying, Marcus said slowly. He is evolving. Another loud vibration shook the station. The patrol ships had locked weapons. Warning alarms blinked red across the control panel. Marcus walked to the defense screen. 3 ships. Military class. Heavy shields. This is not about sickness, Marcus said. The mother looked at him. Then what is it? Marcus turned the monitor toward her. Kale's human DNA was adapting. Faster than normal human limits. He is stabilizing himself, Marcus said, but that takes energy. As if answering him, Kale's body released another pulse. The station power dropped by 10% instantly. Marcus stared at the readings. He's feeding off nearby systems. The mother's eyes widened. He cannot control it. Not yet. Outside. The alien commander spoke again. This is your final warning. Surrender the hybrid. Marcus looked at the boy, then at the mother. Why now? Marcus asked. Why hunt him tonight? The mother swallowed. Because tomorrow he turns 7. Marcus frowned. That matters? For our species, yes. At 7 cycles, powers awaken. Marcus looked back at Kale. Another pulse hit the room, softer this time. The monitors steadied slightly. Marcus realized something. They are not afraid of a sick child, he said. They are afraid of what he will become. The mother closed her eyes. Yes. The patrol ships moved closer. Marcus opened his weapons locker, this time old Earth tech. Nothing fancy but reliable. The station trembled. First warning shot. A beam grazed the outer hull. Marcus activated internal shields. Kale needs controlled output, Marcus said fast. If I can create a balancing field, his systems might stop fighting. The mother stepped closer. How long? Hours. Another blast hit the station. Harder, metal screamed. The commander's voice came again. We will breach in 60 seconds. Marcus ignored it. He worked quickly, connecting cables from the power core to the medical table. Kale's body glowed brighter as the cables attached. The energy pulses became smoother, less violent. The mother watched in fear and hope. Suddenly, Kale's eyes opened. Bright silver, not blue. Not human. Silver. He looked directly at Marcus for a moment. The room became silent. No alarms. No ship noise. Just silence. Then Kale spoke. His voice was soft. Don't let them take me. The mother gasped. He has never spoken human language, she whispered. Marcus stared at the child. How do you know English? Marcus asked quietly. Kale blinked slowly. I hear thoughts, the boy said. Marcus felt a cold chill run through him. Telepathic ability. At 7 cycles. The station shook violently. Hull breach warning. One patrol ship had begun cutting through the outer door. Marcus grabbed his pulse rifle. He handed the mother a smaller weapon. She looked surprised. I told you, Marcus said calmly. If I help him, this becomes my fight. The metal door at the end of the hall began glowing red. Cutting torch. They were coming in. Kale's body pulsed again, stronger. But this time, the pulse did not damage the room. It moved outward, toward space. On the external monitor, one of the patrol ships flickered. Its engines sputtered. Marcus stared. Kale was not just absorbing energy. He was pushing it back. The patrol ship lost balance and drifted sideways. The alien commander shouted through static. Energy surge detected. Fall back. Too late. One ship lost power completely. Marcus looked at Kale. The boy's eyes were still silver, but now he looked tired. Very tired. Marcus lowered his voice. Rest, kid. I've got this. The outer door finally exploded inward. Smoke filled the hallway. Armed alien soldiers stepped through, weapons raised. Marcus stepped forward, between them and the child they came to erase. Smoke filled the hallway, metal burned. The outer door collapsed onto the floor with a loud crash. 4 alien soldiers stepped inside. Their armor was dark silver. Their weapons glowed with blue plasma. Their eyes were cold and without emotion. Marcus did not move. He stood in front of the medical table. Behind him, Kale lay weak but awake. His silver eyes watched everything. The alien commander entered last. Tall, calm, confident. This is your final mistake. Human, the commander said. Step aside. Marcus raised his pulse rifle slightly. He's a child. He is not a child, the commander replied. He is a weapon. The alien mother stepped forward. No. He is my son. 2 soldiers aimed their weapons at her immediately. Marcus's jaw tightened. What exactly are you afraid of? Marcus asked. The commander pressed something on his wrist device. A Hologram appeared in the air. It showed a battlefield, alien ships. Burning. Energy waves. Destroying fleets. Then a single glowing figure standing in space. Silver light, spreading outward. Marcus looked closer. The glowing figure looked like Kale, 7 cycles ago. The commander said, "Our scientists predicted a hybrid child would be born. A child with both alien energy core and human adaptive biology." The hologram zoomed in. "When the hybrid reaches maturity," the commander continued, "he will surpass both species." The commander ignored her. "Humans evolve through pressure. Our species controls energy. This child combines both." Marcus slowly understood. "They're not trying to stop a sickness," he said. "They're trying to stop evolution." The commander's eyes narrowed. "He will destabilize the balance of power." Kale suddenly sat up. Weak, but determined. His silver eyes glowed brighter. "I don't want war," Kale said quietly. Every soldier froze. The commander stared at the boy. "You do not understand what you are," he said. Kale looked at him calmly. "I understand fear." The lights flickered again. But this time, the pulse did not damage anything. Instead, Marcus felt something strange. Peace. For a second. Everyone in the room felt it. Even the soldiers lowered their weapons slightly. The commander's expression changed. "What did you just do?" he demanded. Kale blinked slowly. "I touched your thoughts," the boy said. "You are afraid because you lost control." The commander's hand trembled. Marcus noticed it. Kale continued, "You fear I will choose humans." The room became silent. That was the real fear. Not power. Not destruction. Choice. The commander stepped back. "Hybrid blood is unstable," he said more quietly now. "You will not survive long enough to choose." Marcus stepped forward. "He already survived longer than you predicted." Kale suddenly grabbed Marcus's hand. A surge of energy moved through Marcus's body. Not painful. Clear. Sharp. For a moment, Marcus could see flashes, battlefields, human soldiers fighting beside aliens, not against them. Kale released his hand. Marcus looked at him in shock. "You showed me something." Kale nodded. "Slightly. There are 2 futures." "The alien mother," whispered Kale. The commander's voice grew urgent. "End this now." The soldiers raised their weapons again. But before they could fire, Kale closed his eyes. A powerful wave burst outward. Not destructive, not violent. It passed through metal, through armor, through weapons, on the station screen. The patrol ships outside lost power completely. Inside, every alien weapon shut down. Dead. The soldiers looked at their useless rifles in confusion. Marcus stared at Kale. The boy was shaking now. Too much energy. His body could not hold it. Blood trickled from his nose. The mother rushed to him. "You are pushing too hard." Kale looked at the commander one last time. "I don't want to be your weapon." Then he collapsed. Marcus caught him before he hit the table. The silver light faded. Normal blue glow returned. Weak. Very weak. The commander looked shaken. His perfect control was gone. "This is only the beginning," he said quietly. "If he lives, others will come." Marcus stared back. "Then they'll have to go through me." The commander studied Marcus carefully. "You think humans can protect something like this?" Marcus answered without hesitation. "Humans protect what the galaxy throws away." The commander hesitated for the first time. His soldiers had no weapons. His ships had no power. And a hybrid child had just disabled an entire strike team. Without killing anyone. That was the real danger. Control without cruelty. The commander slowly stepped back. "This is not finished," he said. He signaled retreat. The soldiers left the station. Quietly. Marcus watched them go. The door remained open. Cold air drifted inside. The alien mother held Kale tightly. "He is burning inside," she whispered. Marcus checked the monitor. Kale's systems were unstable again, worse than before. He pushed beyond safe limit. Marcus said. "He bought us time." Marcus looked at the dark sky outside. The patrol ships were drifting, powerless, but more would come. Bigger ones, stronger ones. This was no longer just about hiding. This was about protecting something the galaxy feared. Marcus looked down at the unconscious boy. "You said there are two futures." Marcus whispered. The boy did not answer, but the monitor showed something new. A third biological pattern had appeared. Marcus stared at it. It wasn't alien. It wasn't human. It was changing. Adapting. Becoming something new. And that scared Marcus more than the patrol ships ever could. The station was quiet. Again. Too quiet. The damaged patrol ships drifted in space like dead metal. Marcus stood at the main window, watching the dark sky. "They left too easily," he said. The alien mother sat beside Kale. The boy was unconscious. His breathing was slow but stable. "They will not give up," she said softly. Marcus nodded. "They won't send soldiers next time." As if answering him, a new signal appeared on the radar. Not 3 ships. Not a fleet. Just one. Small. Fast. No broadcast code. No warning. The ship moved differently. Smooth. Precise. Like it knew exactly where to go. The mother's face turned pale. "No," she whispered. Marcus looked at her. "Who is it?" She swallowed. "They sent a hunter." The single ship stopped. Far from the station. It did not power weapons. It did not scan. It simply waited. Marcus frowned. "That's strange." The mother's voice trembled slightly. "The hunter does not need an army. He finishes missions alone." Marcus checked his weapons again. "What makes him different?" "He does not use technology," she said. "He uses mind." Before Marcus could ask more, the station lights flickered. Not from power loss, from interference. Kale's body reacted instantly. His eyes opened, silver again. But this time, fear filled them. "He is here," Kale whispered. Marcus felt something press against his thoughts. Not pain. Pressure. Like someone gently knocking on the inside of his skull. A voice entered his mind. Clear. Cold. Human language. "You cannot hide him." Marcus clenched his jaw. "Get out of my head," he muttered. The pressure grew stronger. Metal around the station began to vibrate. Loose tools slid across the floor. The hunter's ship remained still outside. Marcus looked at Kale. "Can you block him?" Kale shook his head weakly. "He is older, stronger." The alien mother stood up. "You do not understand," she said quickly. "The hunter is a pureblood psychic. He has trained for decades. He can enter minds, break them." Marcus felt the pressure increase. Images flashed in his head. Earth burning, children crying. His own past mistakes. The hunter was not attacking the station. He was attacking Marcus, trying to break his focus. Marcus gripped the edge of the table. "You picked the wrong human," he said quietly. He closed his eyes. He remembered training. War. Pain. Humans survived worse than mental pressure. The voice returned. "Step aside. I will make this painless." Marcus opened his eyes. "You want the boy?" he said out loud. "Come get him." Suddenly, the air in the room shifted. The hunter appeared inside the station. No door opened. No sound. He simply stepped out of thin air. Tall. Pale gray skin. Black eyes without pupils. No armor. No weapon. Just calm confidence. The mother gasped. He phased through matter. Marcus raised his rifle and fired instantly. The blast passed through the hunter's body like smoke. The hunter tilted his head slightly. "You rely too much on tools," he said calmly. He raised one hand. Marcus's rifle flew across the room, slammed into the wall. Kale cried out in pain. The hunter turned toward him. "You are unstable," the hunter said. "You will destroy both species." Kale shook his head weakly. "I don't want to fight." The hunter stepped closer. "You don't get to choose." Marcus grabbed a metal pipe from the floor and charged forward. The hunter did not move. "Marcus, swung hard. The pipe stopped mid-air. Frozen. The hunter looked at him. You are primitive. Marcus grinned slightly. Yeah, he said. But we're stubborn. Kale suddenly focused his silver eyes on the hunter. The room temperature dropped. Not cold. Still. Like. Time slowed. The hunter's expression changed for the first time. Surprised. Kale pushed his mind outward. Not to attack. To connect. The hunter flinched. Marcus felt it too. Kale was not trying to overpower him. He was showing him something. Memories. Future. Possibilities. Humans and aliens standing together. War ending. Children. Safe. The hunter's breathing became uneven. The pressure in Marcus's head weakened. Kale spoke softly. You were once a child too. The hunter's black eyes flickered. Just for a second. Emotion. Then it was gone. You manipulate emotions, the hunter said. Kale shook his head. No, I show truth. The hunter raised his hand again. Energy built around him. The metal walls began to bend. Marcus knew this was the moment. If the hunter attacked fully, the station would not survive. Marcus stepped in front of Kale. You want him? Marcus said. Then you go through me. The hunter looked at Marcus carefully. You are willing to die for him? Marcus answered without fear. Yes. Silence filled the room. The hunter lowered his hand slightly. You humans are illogical. Marcus shrugged. Yeah, we get that a lot. Kale's silver light glowed again. Not violent. Gentle. Hunter felt it. He closed his eyes briefly. When he opened them again, something had changed. Not defeat. Not surrender. Doubt. You are not what the council described. The hunter said quietly. He stepped back. You will attract something far worse than me. Marcus did not blink. Then we'll deal with that too. The hunter slowly faded. His body turned into mist-like energy before disappearing completely. He looked at Kale. If you survive, the galaxy will shift. Then he was gone. The pressure vanished instantly. The room returned to normal. Marcus fell to one knee, breathing hard. Kale collapsed back onto the bed. The mother held him tightly. Outside, the hunter's ship powered on. It did not attack. It simply turned and jumped to light speed. Marcus looked at the dark sky again. He didn't finish the job. The mother whispered, no, he chose not to. Marcus checked the monitor. Kale's third biological pattern was growing stronger. Stabilizing. Evolving. Marcus sighed slowly. That hunter was right about one thing. The mother looked at him. What? Marcus stared into space. If he was just the warning, then something much worse is coming. The hunter's ship had disappeared. He didn't attack. Marcus said. The alien mother held Kale close. He saw something, she whispered. Something the council fears. Marcus turned. Then the council won't send another hunter. The radar suddenly lit up. Not one signal. Not three. Hundreds. Marcus single quotes S face went still. That's not a patrol, he said. Outside, space began to glow with incoming jump signatures. Large warships appeared one by one. Heavy. Cruisers. Destroyers. Command vessels. An entire fleet. The alien mother's breathing stopped. That is the High Council Armada. Marcus swallowed slowly. For one child, she shook her head. No, for an example. A broadcast signal forced its way into the station. Every screen turned on at once. A tall alien elder appeared. White armor. Golden markings. Calm but cold eyes. This is a declaration, the elder said. The hybrid child known as Kale is hereby marked under the order of erasure. Marcus clenched his fists. The elder continued. Hybrid blood is a destabilizing variable. The child has already demonstrated unauthorized psychic amplification and fleet disruption. This is proof of future threat. Kale stirred weakly on the bed. His silver eyes opened slowly. They are afraid, he whispered. Marcus looked at the fleet outside. They're not afraid of what you are now, Marcus said. They're afraid of what you might choose to become. The elder's voice filled the room again. The human station is ordered to surrender the hybrid. Failure to comply will result in total removal. Total removal. Not arrest. Not capture. Destruction. Marcus muted the transmission. The alien mother. Step toward him. If you hand him over now, they may spare you. Marcus did not answer immediately. He looked at Kale. Small. Weak. Hunted. Then he looked at the fleet. Powerful. Organized. Terrified. Marcus walked to the weapons locker. He opened it fully this time. Old. Earth gear. Defense drones. Signal boosters. Emergency. Beacon. The mother watched him. You cannot fight that fleet. Marcus shook his head. No, but I don't need to. He activated the emergency beacon. A deep signal shot into space. The mother frowned. What did you just do? Marcus gave a small smile. I called family. Outside, the alien fleet began forming attack formation. Energy. Cannons powered up. The station trembled under targeting locks. Inside. Kale suddenly gasped. His body lifted. Slightly off the table. Silver light filled the room. Not violent. Controlled. Different. From before. Marcus stepped closer. Easy, kid. Kale's voice echoed softly. They are blocking my future. The mother touched his face. You are still healing. Do not push. Kale looked at Marcus. Why are you helping me? Marcus answered simply, because someone should. Outside. The alien elder spoke again. This is your final chance. Marcus unmuted the channel. You want him? Marcus said calmly. Come and take him. The elder's eyes narrowed. So be it. The fleet fired. Massive beams of energy shot toward the station. Marcus braced. But before impact, space behind the alien fleet tore open. Multiple jump flashes appeared. Not alien ships. Human ships. Old Earth military carriers. Independent traders. Freighters. Small defense cruisers. Not one fleet. Many small groups, answering the beacon. Marcus's old military code had spread fast. Human ships formed a defensive wall around the station. The alien fleet hesitated. The elder's face darkened. Humans are not part of this jurisdiction. A human captain appeared on Marcus's screen. Rough voice. Scar across his cheek. We are now. More human ships jumped in. Not the strongest ships in the galaxy. But stubborn. United. The alien mother stared in disbelief. They came for you? Marcus shook his head. They came for a kid. The alien elder studied the growing human presence. You would risk interstellar war for one hybrid child? The human captain answered calmly. You brought war here. Silence filled the communication channel. The alien fleet shifted formation. Weapons ready. Human ships locked targeting systems. Kale suddenly cried out. Not in pain. In strain. The silver light around him expanded. This time it moved beyond the station. Beyond the human ships. It touched the alien fleet. Not as attack. As connection. On multiple alien bridges. Officers froze. They felt something. A thought. A possibility. Kale's voice echoed through space. Not loud, but clear. I do not want to destroy you. The alien elder stiffened. What is this? Kale continued. I see two paths. One is fear. One is change. The silver light faded slowly. Kale collapsed back onto the table, breathing heavily. Marcus caught him again. The alien elder's face showed something new. Not anger. Uncertainty. The human captain spoke again. You wanted to erase him. He paused. Now ask yourself why you're scared of a child who refuses to kill. The alien fleet did not fire again. Weapons powered down slightly. The elder studied the situation. Hundreds of ships. Two species. One small child in the center of it all. If the hybrid lives, the elder said quietly, control ends. Marcus replied, maybe control isn't the same as peace. Long silence. Then the elder cut the transmission. The alien fleet did not retreat, but it did not fire. A standoff. Across space, humans protecting, aliens hesitating. Inside the station. Kale slept weakly. The third biological pattern on Marcus's monitor stabilized further. It was no longer unstable. It was forming something entirely new. Marcus looked at the mother. This isn't about survival anymore. She nodded slowly. It is about the future. Outside, two fleets faced each other in silence, and in the middle of them, one small hybrid child. The two fleets still faced each other. Human ships held position. Alien warships stayed locked but silent. One wrong move would start a war that could burn systems. Inside the station, Kale's breathing was slow but steady. Marcus watched the monitor closely. The third biological pattern was no longer chaotic. It was organized. Growing. Adapting. The alien mother stood beside him. He is changing, she whispered. Marcus nodded. Double quotes yes. Suddenly, a private signal entered the station. Not public. Not from the fleet. Encrypted. Marcus opened it carefully. A face appeared on screen. Human. Older. Calm. Marcus froze. He knew that face. Commander Ilas Varen, declared dead 6 years ago. Killed during a classified joint mission near alien space. The alien mother stepped back in shock. Her voice shook. It's him. Marcus looked between her and the screen. You know him? She nodded slowly. He is Kale's father. Silence filled the room. Marcus stared at the screen again. You're supposed to be dead, Marcus said. Commander Varen's voice was steady. I let them believe that. Marcus frowned. You had a child with her, he said. The commander's eyes softened for a second when he saw the alien mother. Yes. Kale moved slightly on the bed. As if hearing his father's voice. Marcus crossed his arms. You could have stopped this earlier. Varen shook his head. If I revealed myself, the council would have executed both of them immediately. The alien mother stepped closer to the screen. You said you would return, she whispered. I did, Varen said softly. Just not openly. Marcus felt anger rising. You knew the council predicted this hybrid. Varen nodded. They didn't just predict it. He paused. They created the conditions for it. Marcus's expression changed. What do you mean? Varen leaned forward. The council feared human adaptability. They studied it. They tested human-alien genetic compatibility in secret. The alien mother looked horrified. They used us. Varen nodded once. They wanted to see if a hybrid could be controlled. Marcus looked at Kale. And when they realized he couldn't be controlled, they decided to erase him, Varen finished. Outside, the alien fleet shifted slightly. Something was happening among their ranks. Multiple internal signals appeared. Arguments. Divisions. Marcus looked at the commander on screen. You knew this would happen. I hoped it wouldn't, Varen said quietly. Kale's eyes suddenly opened again. Silver, but clearer now. He looked at the screen. Father. The alien mother covered her mouth. Varen's calm face finally broke. Kale. The boy slowly sat up. I saw your memories, Kale said softly. You stayed away to protect us. Varen nodded. Double quotes yes, I stayed in shadow. Marcus looked at Kale carefully. You can read him now? Kale shook his head. I don't read, I feel. Outside, several alien ships began pulling slightly away from formation. The High Council Armada was not united anymore. Varen spoke again. There are factions inside the council, he said. Some believe in control, others believe in coexistence. Marcus asked, and which one is winning? Right now, Varen answered. Neither. Kale closed his eyes briefly. Then he looked at Marcus. There's a third path. Marcus raised an eyebrow. What path? Kale's silver glow grew stronger, but controlled. Not human. Not alien. He looked at his mother. Then at the screen. Then at Marcus. Both. Outside, Something unexpected happened. 3 alien cruisers turned their weapons away from the human fleet. Then 5 more. Then 10. The High Council's main command ship sent a sharp warning signal, but the division had begun. Varen spoke quickly. The hunter you faced reported something. Marcus narrowed his eyes. What? He said the hybrid does not project destruction. He paused. He projects choice. The alien mother stepped beside Kale. You are not a weapon, she whispered. Kale looked tired but determined. I am not their fear. Outside, the alien elder reappeared on the main channel. His voice was no longer calm. Any vessel breaking formation will be marked as traitor. But several ships did not return to formation. They stayed neutral. Watching. Marcus understood something. The war was no longer physical. It was ideological. Kale was not threatening their power with force. He was threatening it with possibility. Varen looked directly at Marcus. They will attempt one final move. Marcus felt tension rise again. What move? Proof, Varen said. They will try to show the galaxy that the hybrid is unstable. Dangerous. As if timed perfectly, Kale suddenly cried out. His body shook violently. The third biological pattern spiked. Energy readings exploded upward. The alien mother grabbed him. No. Outside, the Council's main ship activated a massive recording array. They were broadcasting. Marcus understood instantly. They want him to lose control on camera. If Kale exploded now, if he lost control, it would prove the Council right. Kale's silver light flared brighter than ever before. The station walls trembled. Human ships powered shields. Alien ships braced. The entire galaxy could soon see what happened next. Marcus placed both hands on Kale's shoulders. Listen to me, he said firmly. You are not their experiment. Kale's eyes met his. You are not their fear. The energy roared around them. You choose who you are. The silver light pulsed violently, and then it stopped. Completely. Silence. The broadcast array outside flickered in confusion. Kale opened his eyes. Clear. Calm. Controlled. The third biological pattern stabilized fully. For the first time balanced. Outside. The alien elder stared at the readings. No explosion. No instability. Only harmony. Varen smiled slightly. They just lost their argument. Inside the station, Marcus let out a slow breath. Kale leaned against him. Exhausted but alive. Outside, fleets waited. But something had shifted. Not in power. In belief. And that was far more dangerous. Galaxy was watching. Every major system had received the Council's broadcast. Every fleet. Every station. Every world. They expected chaos. They expected destruction. They expected the hybrid child to prove them right. But inside the small human station, there was only silence. Kale stood slowly from the medical table. He was still weak. But he was no longer unstable. The silver glow around him was soft now. Controlled. Calm. Marcus stood beside him. The alien mother held his hand tightly. Outside, the High Council command ship activated its main weapon, a massive beam array, not aimed at the station, aimed at Kale. If they destroyed him now, they could still call it preventive action. The alien elder appeared on every screen again. This experiment ends today, he declared. Human ships raised shields immediately. Weapons locked. Alien ships that had broken formation hesitated. Some turned their weapons away from Kale. Some stayed. With the Council, the galaxy was divided. Inside the station, Kale closed his eyes. I can feel them, he said softly. Marcus frowned. Feel what? Their fear, their anger, their hope. The silver light around him expanded again, but this time, it did not shake the walls. It passed through them. It moved beyond the station. Beyond the human ships. Beyond the alien fleet. Across space, across systems, across minds. The Council tried to jam the signal, But it was not a signal. It was thought. Every alien soldier felt it. Every human pilot felt it. Feeling, a memory, a possibility. They saw flashes, human children playing beside alien children. Mixed cities, shared technology. No war. No council control. Choice. The alien elder trembled. This is manipulation, he shouted. Kale's voice echoed gently across space. I am not controlling you. He paused. I am showing you what you are afraid to imagine. The council's main weapon charged fully. The elder gave the order. Fire! The beam shot forward, bright, massive, final. Marcus shouted. Kale! But Kale did not raise a shield. He did not attack. Instead, he stepped forward in front of the station window. The silver light condensed into a thin Sia LM wave. The massive beam hit it and split. Not exploded, not deflected violently, split gently into two harmless streams that passed around the station. Every ship saw it. No destruction. No retaliation. Control without violence. The alien elder stared in disbelief. This is impossible, he whispered. Several alien cruisers immediately powered down. Weapons completely. Then more. The human captain's voice came through calmly. You brought a weapon. He paused. He brought restraint. Inside the council ship, officers began arguing loudly. Some demanded retreat. Some demanded full assault. But the fleet was no longer united. Kale's silver glow faded slightly. He was tired. Very tired. Marcus supported him. You don't have to prove anything else, Marcus said quietly. Kale shook his head weakly. I am not proving. He looked at the alien elder on screen. I am choosing. The silver light flashed one final time. Not outward. Inward. Every recording device across the fleet shut down. The council's control systems froze. Not destroyed. Pause. Kale looked directly at the elder. You ruled through fear, he said softly. But fear ends today. The alien ships that had remained loyal slowly lowered shields. The alien elder's face showed defeat for the first time. Not military defeat, moral defeat. You would replace us? The elder asked bitterly. Kale shook his head. No. He stepped back toward his mother. I will not rule. He looked at Marcus. Humans do not protect to control. Marcus gave a small smile. Yeah, we're bad at ruling. Light laughter spread across open human channels. Even some alien officers allowed a quiet smile. The alien elder slowly lowered his head. The order of erasure, he said quietly, is withdrawn. Across space, weapons powered down. The fleet slowly separated. No victory music. No celebration. Just quiet realization. Inside the station, Kale collapsed gently into Marcus's arms. The silver glow faded completely. Stable. Balanced. Alive. The alien mother held both of them tightly. Outside, Commander Varen's private signal appeared again. You did it, he said softly. Marcus shook his head. He did. Varen looked at his son proudly. The galaxy just shifted. Weeks later, a small meeting formed between human leaders and alien factions who broke from the council. Not an empire, not an alliance of control. A shared agreement. Protection of mixed families. Shared research. Open dialogue. The council elder stepped down quietly. Control ended not with war, but with exposure. Kale stood beside Marcus on the station balcony one evening. Stars filled the sky. Are they still afraid? Kale asked softly. Marcus thought for a moment. Yeah, he said honestly. But now they're thinking too. Kale nodded. That is enough. Marcus looked at him. You're going to change everything, kid. Kale shook his head. I won't. Marcus raised an eyebrow. Kale smiled slightly. We will. The camera would slowly pull back here. A small human station. A former soldier. An alien mother. A hybrid child. And a galaxy no longer certain that fear was its strongest weapon. Because humanity had shown something stronger. Protection without dominance. Power Without cruelty. Choice without control. And that was far more dangerous than any fleet.